Hello, dear friends. I welcome you all to today's session. Dear children, today we are going to do the grammar section of the assignment. Now, what is this grammar section about? Yes, the grammar section is about the questions based on transitive and intransitive verbs and subject verb agreement. So, are you ready? So the first question for you is, read the following sentences and write T for transitive verbs and I for intransitive verbs. Alright? A part. She kicks the football hard. Now dear children, just to brief you, transitive verbs are the verbs that have an object, and the object should give the answer of the question who or what. So accordingly, look for your verb and see if it is having an object, then it will be transitive, and if it does not have an object, it will be intransitive. So in this, kicks is the verb, and if I ask you, she kicks what? Then the answer is, she kicks the football. So we have an object football, and so kicks verb is our transitive verb. Okay? Next we have, many tourists were sunbathing. Now again look for your verb and find out your object if it is there. So the answer is sunbathing. This is our verb and there is no object in the sentence. So it is an intransitive verb. So we will write I for it. Okay. Number C. The lady drives well. Yes, dear children. I'm sure you've got your answer. Drives is the verb, and since the sentence has no object, so it is an intransitive verb. D. Manohar is narrating a story. Now ask yourself the verb and look out for the object. So we have the verb narrating, and if we say Manohar is narrating what? The answer is story. So it is a transitive verb since story is the object. Alright. Next, Suhani is buying the clothes. Now just ask, Suhani is buying what? Yes. The answer is transitive verb. Buying is transitive because we have the object clothes. Okay. Next, they joined the group. Again, dear children, find out your verb and the object. I'm sure it must be easy. Joined is the verb, and if you ask, they joined what? The answer is group. So this becomes transitive verb. Alright? We are making our project. Now again see your verb and if it is an object, the answer is making. It is the verb and the object we have is project. It becomes transitive. I'm sure you must be getting your answers correct. Next we have, you are playing with your brother. Again, dear children, when you find your object, please see it should answer the question what or who. So playing is our verb, and if we ask, you are playing with whom? The answer is brother. So that means it is the object of a transitive verb. Okay. Next we have Govind writes beautiful poems. Yes, dear children, I'm sure you have got your answer. Writes. And again, Govind writes what? The answer will be poems. So we have an object and therefore writes is a transitive verb. He is parasailing. Just see your verb and see if there is any object. Yes, parasailing is the verb and there is no object in the sentence. So it is intransitive verb. Okay. Next we have my son combs his hair regularly. I'm sure this topic is clear to you now. So the verb is combs and my son combs what? Yes, my son combs his hair. So that means we have an object. So combs becomes our transitive verb. Next we have students are practicing on the stage. Yes, dear children, be very careful. Find out the object that should give you answer of what or whom. So practicing is the verb, but the object does not give you an answer of what or whom. So that means there is no object. If you ask the students are practicing what, do you get any answer? No. On the stage gives us the answer of the question where. So do not get confused with this part. Alright? Yes. And practicing becomes our intransitive verb. Okay? Because we don't have any object that answers to the question what. Now let us have the next set of questions based on subject verb agreement. Dear children, just to have a recap, subject verb agreement means the verb should come according to the subject of the sentence. Dear children, you can anytime refer back to the videos that we have done on these topics in the previous sessions. Okay? So we have the first, the mother of these children is or are an accountant. Now you have to focus on the subject. What is the subject here? Yes, the subject is the mother. The mother of these children, in these words, we are actually talking about mother. So do not get confused with these words of these children. That is just an explanation. The main subject is mother. So what helping verb should come? Just see to it. Your mother subject is singular or plural? Yes, it is singular. The word mother is our subject and it is singular. So the helping verb will be is. Okay. Next we have that lady with 5 children is or are my aunt. Now dear children, the subject is which comes before the helping verbs. First of all, you should know this. Then in these words, that lady with 5 children. Whom are we talking about? Are we talking about lady or are we talking about children? Yes, tell me. We are talking about lady as the aunt or 5 children as the aunt? Yes, you got it right. It is the lady who is the aunt. Okay. So now lady is singular subject or plural subject? Yes, you got it right. The word lady is a singular subject. So the helping verb will be is. Okay. Next we have how many days is or are there in a year? Now again think about what are you talking about? Days in a year? So days is the subject. Now it is singular or plural? Yes, accordingly we will choose the verb. Are is our answer. Why? Because days is the plural subject and plural verb will come. Right? When we have plural subject, we have plural verb. That is why it is called subject verb agreement. Okay. Next we have the house belonging to Mehtas has or have a big lawn. Now dear children, again focus on this. The subject is before the helping verb. So in this part of the sentence, the house belonging to Mehtas. The house is the subject or Mehtas is the subject. We are talking about big lawn. Now lawn is in the Mehtas or in the house? Yes. What should it be? It should be has. Why? Because the house has a big lawn. Mehtas, they don't have a big lawn. The house has a big lawn. Okay. So the subject is the word house. Children, you have to understand this thing that in the big subject like this, what is the main thing we are talking about? So the house word is your subject. Belonging to Mehtas is the detail of this word house. Okay, so we have to focus. What has the big lawn? The subject is house, it is singular, so the verb will also be singular. Okay. Next we have the sound of the bells is or are audible here. Now audible means that you can listen to it. Now again, just see to it. What is the subject? The part of the sentence before the helping verbs is our subject. So in this sentence, the sound of the bells. This is all my subject. But audible, what is audible? Bells or its sound? Now again you have to understand this. The word sound is audible. Okay. The main word is sound. Right? And it is an uncountable noun. So with uncountable noun, we always have singular verbs. Okay? The word sound is the main subject of the sentence and it is uncountable. So the verb will be singular. And therefore the answer is. Okay? Next, there dash no milk in the fridge. The choice is was or were. Now dear children, when we have sentences starting with the word there, we have to see that what are we talking about. Here in this sentence, we are talking about milk. Now again, milk is an uncountable noun. So just see what helping verb should come. Yes, it should be was. Because in the previous statement I explained to you that uncountable noun always take a singular verb. So there was no milk in the fridge. Okay, the subject is milk. And therefore we have singular verb was. Next, her luggage was or were put in the room. Now again see to it. The subject is room or luggage. Yes, you should know that helping verb is there. So before the helping verb, subject is there. So just find out. Our subject is luggage and again it is an uncountable noun. So with uncountable noun we have singular verb. So the answer is was. Okay. Her luggage was put in the room. Alright. Next we have The Arabian Nights is or are an interesting book. Now dear children, The Arabian Nights. This is the name. So what should the answer be? Yes, it should be is. The Arabian Nights is an interesting book. Okay. Next. Half the pineapple is or are mine. Now just see. Half the pineapple. Will it be singular or plural? Yes, you got it right. Half the pineapple is singular subject. So the helping verb will be is. Half the pineapple is mine. Next we have my father and mother dash doctors. This is very simple. Father and mother becomes two. So it is plural subject. So the helping verb will be plural. Yes. So the answer is are. Next we have the walls of the room has or have paintings hung on them. Now again focus on the subject. Where are the paintings? On the walls or on the room? Yes, the paintings are on the walls. So walls is our main subject and walls is plural. So we have the helping verb have. The walls of the room have paintings hung on them. Okay? Very good. Next we have flock of birds is or are flying in the sky. Now dear children, here you should see that the word flock is a collective noun. And collective noun always have singular verb. Okay? So the answer should be is. The flock of birds is flying in the sky. So always remember the collective noun, the uncountable noun, they both category of nouns have singular subject after them. Singular verb after them. Okay? Now dear children, that brings us to the end of this session. I'm sure you had a thorough revision of these two topics. So till the next session, it's goodbye. And please, you can anytime watch the previous videos for better clarification. Okay? So revise again transitive and intransitive verbs and subject verb agreement. Goodbye.